Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lekter with you to start off your Friday morning. Ollie pulled up at the same time I did, but we heard a bunch of sirens. So we went to check it out. That's a consummate news professional that he is. We're hoping everyone's okay, and maybe it's just sirens.
I think they're just snow sirens.
Snow sirens, yeah.
It's snowing a lot, everyone. I don't know if you're aware.
20 centimeters.
We're in a real-life snow globe.
We are in a real-life snow globe right now. Winter has fallen upon us, and it's still like minus 12, though. It's still warm, but it is snowing a bunch. You are going to have to unbury your vehicle this morning, which hit all three of us, I think, this morning, as Ollie and I showed up 2 minutes before 7. That's how it goes.
I had no.
You were here first.
Barely.
But that barely happens.
I had to dig up my dogs. They started sniffing.
Of course.
And
yeah,
the snow just covered them immediately.
Yeah. And my dog's a little lazy in the morning. But you know what I noticed last night? She's getting a bit of a belly.
Is she?
Getting a little jiggly belly, and I was jiggling my belly and jiggling her belly, and it was like, it's time for you and I to maybe shrink our bellies a little bit.
Would you call that her pooch?
Oh, disgusting. Yeah, so I think I need to get a headlamp to walk on the trails. We went on a Frame Lake last night, and that was fun. She slid around all over the place.
Yeah.
But out on Tin Can, unless there's like overcast like this, or there's a nice bright moon,
or
it's
you're right
creepy
by
out there.
Great Slave.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's creepy out there
A
at
little
night.
bit, a little spooky.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know if a headlamp's going to work, obviously, but I feel like it's going to make it more creepy because everything's lit within a 10-foot radius of you, and everything outside of that, can't see a damn thing.
Got a solution for you.
What's that?
Glow sticks.
Glow sticks.
Make that dog walk a party.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin this morning brought to you by the City of Yellowknife and Northland Utilities, and they are teaming up for the annual Holiday Lights competition, which is one of my favorite times of the year. So many people in town do up their houses. Just real neat.
Noticed Samba K Dental
Already
took the first shot.
Whoa! Shot across the
bow
of Adam Dental Clinic?
Yeah, they got their lights up, and Adam is they're waiting.
I noticed that.
They're probably like waiting for some crazy like decorations to come in from like Amazon and stuff.
They're probably just like they're planning it all out. There's blueprints everywhere.
Yeah.
They put up such an amazing display every year. And it's good for Samba K for putting some. I saw they put up the inflatable snowman on top of the roof there.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is in line with airline regulatory whatever. Contest launches today. And you can head to yellowknife.ca for more details. And we got Special Events Coordinators Dave Zethof and Christina Koristkowski. Pardon me.
Good first attempt.
Koristkowski.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know either. But
I mean, unless it's Choristkowski, but I think it's Koristkowski.
Let's ask her when she comes in.
I suppose.
Choristkowski.
No.
Okay.
No. Koristkowski.
Okay.
There you go. So that they're going to come in around 8, and coming up in just a few minutes after this break, play a couple more tunes. We're going to skip the 7:20 news. Ollie is all over something right now, like a fat kid on a Smartie.
Mail it in Friday.
No, come on now. It's Casual Fridays.
Oh, okay.
This is where we you know what we miss? We miss Teen Burger Thursday.
I know.
Teen Burger Friday.
Like Friday's just
AJ,
out the window now.
AJ, if you're listening, Teen Burgers. Okay. So we got that coming up. We got in just a few minutes. We're so excited about this, and we are crestfallen that we cannot be in Inuvik this weekend. But hey, flights are like $2,000. But we have Dez Loreen and Wade Blue coming up in a few minutes to talk about Totally Arctic Wrestling and Proving Ground coming up tomorrow at the Ingamo Hall Friendship Center in Inuvik. We can't wait. It's going to be great. We're going to have them on the Skype call in just a few minutes. But first, let's talk about what's going on out there. It looks like the 80s on Wall Street. Snow everywhere. At least 20 centimeters. A snow squall warning across the Yellowknife area. Up to 20 centimeters expected by midday today. Right now I'm looking at the windowsill. I'm seeing about 15 centimeters. And it's still going out there.
It'll make a lot of people happy that I was chatting to last night because we were at the Yellowknife Ski Club annual Wax and Wine event.
Oh, my God.
What?
Nothing.
What's your problem?
Nothing. No problems.
Come on.
I have no problem.
What's up?
Nothing. There's just a gala every night. That's all. It's just,
Oh, it's not a gala.
It was a gala.
It's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
I mean, most galas are fundraisers.
That's right. That's right. I was going to say. No, Wax and Wine. I like that. I like that idea. So
No, it's a great idea. Yeah,
and it's a fundraiser for the club itself?
For the club, and I think a little bit for the high performance
of course.
ski team.
Awesome.
So basically, if you don't know what that is, you bring your skis down to the ski club.
You are dead inside.
Yeah. Where you been?
Where you been, buddy?
You pay $25.
Nice.
The ski team, the high performance ski team, waxes your skis for you while you enjoy a glass of wine gums, of course.
Of course.
And some snacks and some conversation. And there was a lot of people saying that. So I've never actually skied at the ski club before. I've only been into cross country skiing for about like the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. So happy I got into it. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my new favorite like winter activities.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I'm one of those people. Absolutely. But I've never actually skied at the ski club. Yeah. And there were several ski club members who were telling us that you really can't even do that until December. There's just not enough snow.
Yeah, that's
because
right. It needs to get packed down.
There's so many rocks around the ski club. So a lot of people are going to be happy today with the blanket we're going to have after today. So
very nice.
There you go. Ski club members. That's all I got.
It just makes me better when people do stuff that I don't do. No, that's awesome. Wax and Wine. I like that. It's kind of like a Stitch and Complain.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. My mother's been a part of those groups for years.
There you go.
The Stitch and Complain.
That's right.
And then there's the Netflix and Chill, the Disney Plus and Thrust. These are all very new things. So, yes, the snow has arrived. We have been blanketed. It's a winter wonderland out there. Mm-hmm. Some lakes around the city now safe to walk on. I was out on Frame Lake with the pup yesterday. Super nice. But it's time
Scoffing at skiers.
Look at these jabrones. Jamoke. Just skiing. You're not even skiing. You're just pushing yourself on skis.
You're just shuffling fast.
That's right. With twigs on your feet. How dare you? I remember my mother used to take me cross-country skiing. Well, she attempted it twice, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. No,
yeah. It's not a kid's
I've always been
activity.
I don't know, man. My nephew is like a competitive cross-country skier.
Well, I mean, there are lots of kids who love it, but I feel like you have to have an adult in your life that is like already super into
that
it.
Is forcing you to do it.
No,
and screaming at you.
Well, I remember
that you're worthless without.
I remember cross-country skiing in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like so boring. I was like, why would we just do this on flat land when there's hills we can just launch ourselves down?
Why are we doing this?
And now I get it because I don't want to kill myself. So keep the hills away from me.
Okay, fair enough. The snow continues, and I mean winter's here now, so that's nice. That's nice. Get out there and enjoy it while it's still here, because by December it'll be summer again.
Cabin Radio's Morning Show Podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
We are so excited about this. We are so jacked for one of our own and just an all-around good guy and all of his buddies out there putting together. I mean, if you haven't heard about this, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? All right? Totally Arctic Wrestling is having its first show tomorrow night in Inuvik, 7 o'clock. It's called Proving Ground. And we've got the creators of TAW on the line from Inuvik. We got Dez Loreen and Wade Blue. What's up, fellas? What's going on this morning?
Oh, brother, this is it, dude. I mean,
this is so exciting, man.
Levels are max. Excitement levels are max.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning. It's awesome, bro.
It is definitely early in the morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you were already on with Uncle Lorne a little earlier on. How did that go?
Oh, man, the rigidness of the seed, I tell you, the old, hey, tell me about what you're doing. Oh, we're running out of time. We're not enough time to tell me what you're doing. So really happy for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Talk to the homegrown crowd here on Cabin Radio.
Absolutely, man. And we're here just to let you go wild, man. We have none of these constraints. You know that. So okay,
exactly.
Tell us all about. I mean, I know you probably already had this question, but I want our listeners to know. Tell us all about this journey, man. I know you're a huge wrestling fan. You travel for this. You go to WrestleMania. Like, wrestling is a part of your just existence, brother. What brought you to this? What were the first steps? And like, how does it feel to have this come into fruition within the next 24 hours, man?
Oh, dude, honestly, your intro there, man. Me and Blue here, like seeing Blue's face, we're loving it. Like I said, I've been watching wrestling since I was like 11 years old. I've been doing backyard wrestling since we were that same age. We'd pull mattresses out in the snow. Would be a bunch of kids just throwing each other around, laughing around until somebody got hurt.
Yep.
And then we'd take a break for a couple days, and then we'd come back to it, and we'd think it was better. You know? So I've been wanting this for a very long time, and I know that Blue is the same way, in the same boat. So yeah, it's definitely me traveling for wrestling. I've gone to all these shows. So to actually be putting on my own is surreal. Like, I just don't even... I'm struggling with sleep. I'm struggling with anxiety. I'm struggling with balancing my work life and my family and everything else I got going on, because this is huge, dude. This is really huge.
This is absolutely enormous, man. I mean, like, and you, Dez, I don't know how many people know this, what a Renaissance person you are. You've got your hands in so many things. Like you just said, you're having trouble kind of balancing it all. Obviously, like, as you come up to the show, it gets more and more intense. You got the butterflies in your stomach. You're trying to figure, like, you're just getting that excited about it. How do you do all the things you do, dude? Like, where do you find the time, man, and the energy? I have two jobs, and I sleep not very well.
But man, you know, you smoke a truckload of weed and you just balance yourself out, you get it done, and you just look forward to tomorrow. You know, that's pretty much it, right?
Well, fair enough. That is fair enough, man. Okay, so like
You're sleeping. That's your mistake.
Yeah, sleeping. What are you doing? Those are hours in the day where you could be coming up with a wrestling promotion.
You're
for
just
goodness
lying
sake.
there doing nothing
I know,
for like
right?
6 hours.
Oh, what a lazy ass I am.
Like, literally last night, I was editing from 10:30 until about 2 in the morning on different videos for this thing, because I'm such an awesome procrastinator. I figured, why not wait 72 hours, 48 hours before the show to make the video packs for this thing, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm responsible.
Okay, so part of this journey was obviously obviously getting some people to do it with you, and you guys had a training sesh with some pro wrestlers like last month?
Yes, it was last month, yeah.
And it went like you through your connects, you got who came up to do some training with you guys?
Yeah, so what happened was, I'm on the town council as well, so we talk about, me doing a lot of stuff in the town. I'm on the town council, and one of the fellow councilors, Reagan, her brother is actually the pro wrestler we brought up. His name is Mad Dog Marty Sugar, and he runs Big West Wrestling out of Kelowna, BC. So he's been wrestling 17 years, and he's been running Big West for 8 years. So this guy's got experience. He knows shows, he knows the ins and outs, and he knows wrestling, right? So definitely using somebody... having them with their knowledge was so big for us, because you see a lot of these backyard wrestling organizations on YouTube, like these guys are in the backyard or they're in a bingo hall somewhere or wherever they find, and it's like, some of it's like, it's sloppy, it's not pro wrestling. You guys are trying to put on a fight in a pro wrestling ring, and it doesn't look good. So you got to learn from people who know. And
Absolutely.
That's the first thing we wanted to do.
All right, and yeah, absolutely. It is an art form. I mean, it's stunting at its highest level. I mean, you have to. Although, like all these things are on wrestling. People call wrestling fake. It's like the bumps aren't fake, though, man. The actual moves and all that stuff and all the things you take are not fake. People think that the ring has got a bit of a trampoline to it. It's basically plywood with a couple of taut springs underneath it, and the ropes are hard. People don't understand how much pain and effort goes into this stuff. And you had this professional wrestler come up to kind of show you guys so you don't kill yourselves, and you get to face off against Mad Dog yourself.
Yeah, that was the thing, right? Is I knew early on that I wanted to. I didn't want to put myself at the. I don't want to make myself the star of the show.
Yeah,
right. That was the one thing I did. It's a pitfall that I've heard a lot of people from Marty said, that like a lot of dudes will start up a promotion just to put themselves over, make themselves a champion, and make it about themselves.
Yeah.
And this is honestly, I realize that we have a small roster. There's like 3 of us main. We're building it slowly here locally, and we're also using the guys from Big West to sort of pad that out. So yeah, sure, the show's going to be kind of about me, but I'm not at all going to be seen in a favorable light. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely making this as entertaining as I can.
So you're a heel.
Definitely, man. No, definitely. And the worst kind. Like, I'm the guy that, like, I love it because I'm amplifying my own self, which is really brutal when you look at it, because you're like, oh, man, maybe if I amplify myself, I'll be this awesome superhero with integrity. Oh, no, I'm just the most cowardly lion in the whole world now, aren't I? So.
That's right.
All right, Dez. So this is the moment you've been waiting your whole life for, without question. TAW Proving Ground this weekend. You, as Jesse mentioned, are taking on your mentor, Mad Dog Marty Sugar. What are you expecting this weekend?
Honestly, and this has been the back and forth here, is I know I've dug myself into a hole, and I'm just putting my heels in deep at this point here, because there's no turning back. Like, at this point here, I've talked enough tough, I've talked enough game, that this guy's coming up here to teach me a lesson, and I'm ready for it. I know that I'm green, I know it's my first match, but that doesn't take away from my intensity. And, I mean, there have been bigger upsets in pro wrestling than me beating Mad Dog Marty Sugar.
Oh.
So let me tell you something, is I'm having sugar in my tea this weekend, and I'm going to be enjoying it, sending that guy home with a big old L.
Yes,
he's gonna be choked. He lost to a guy in his first match that brought him up here to train him, and that's going to be the bottom line right there.
First match on the road to greatness, my friend.
Absolutely.
But that's it, right? I mean, this is something now. We've talked with Marty. We have an open invitation to go down there to Kelowna. They run like 4 shows. They're wrestling 4 times a month. They're running shows every month there for the 2 different organizations, the 2 different promotions they have, and they've invited us down there, open invitation to come down to take it all in and wrestle for them there on some of their lighter cards, because they want us to get experience too. They want to grow us just as much as we want to grow ourselves.
That's amazing. I think one of the coolest things about independent pro wrestling is the brotherhood and the family nature of it. You don't have, it's not Vince McMahon going around trying to crush all the competition. There is an absolute mutual brotherhood. Promotions work together to build each other up, and I think that's one of the coolest things about the industry, and one of the coolest things that you guys are embarking on now with Totally Arctic Wrestling.
Oh man, let me tell you, I spent, as everybody knows, chronicling my journeys in pro wrestling fandom. I was on the Jericho cruise last year, and I met so many wrestlers at our level or higher than us, like at the independent level, promoters, people who are just starting off with their own shows. So I've been in contact with people. I've been in contact with promoters who have been doing this now over 20 years in the States, and they're giving me really good information and good, avoid these pitfalls. There are so many people out there, especially when you have a new untapped market like we do. We're already getting phone calls from the lower provinces saying, oh, hey, man, give us your sponsors, and we'll come up, too, and we'll put on wrestling shows, too. And I'm like, hang on now, buddy. You know what I mean? Let's work together here. There's a whole lot of communication we can do and cooperation where, like you said, it's not cutthroat. Yeah. Everybody wants to see us grow. All the way from, we got Progress Wrestling, we got Smash Wrestling in Ontario. We've got C4 there. We've got guys who are helping us out from all the way across the country because they've got an interest in pro wrestling and they love what they do. So that's the best part of it, is because as soon as we open the doors, and I told Blue this, as soon as we make this public, and it was happening this June, I said it's going to be big. A lot of people are going to be talking about it because it's never happened up here before. Like, we've had one pro wrestling show came to Inuvik in 2003, and they brought up a lot of heavy names. And I was told by some people who organized it that show cost $25,000. And $25,000 to bring up a half dozen legends, another half dozen independent wrestlers. They flew up the ring, and then they put everybody up in hotels. So I mean, that's a cost, right?
That's a cost.
That's a huge cost. 25
G's for all that. That's not bad.
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy because you're not making your money back. There's no way it's sustainable. No. And it was such a flash in the pan that it never happened again. That's why we love that we own our own ring. We have the ring up here. It's being modified. It's a full-on pro wrestling ring. So for anybody up there listening to this right now, man, this is going to be a hell of a show. I can say hell at 7 o'clock in the morning, right on Cabin Radio.
You already said smoke weed, so yes.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm sorry. That my lifestyle might offend people here.
Not at all, man.
The big wigs at Cabin are trying to silence me again here. Listen about it all weekend at the Dez Show next weekend, everybody.
Absolutely. And
But for real, though, this is so huge to have the support of the community. Everybody's behind us. We've got amazing sponsors. People are coming out of the blue. We've got friends in Yellowknife that are putting up our wrestlers tonight. They're flying into Inuvik today. So because of all the air miles, dude, this is something else you learn when you're planning this stuff. I was talking to Mad Dog Marty Sugar for months before I booked his plane ticket. So we already had this commitment made before I even looked at the numbers. So it's really, I need an office manager here, you guys, because I found out that air miles is actually a long trek or whatever, what they call those long leg trips, because we have to go through either Yukon or Alberta. So it's not just a straight province to province. So that's when you learn, man, we're paying the price here for it, but we're going to be getting a lot out of it.
Oh, by show 10, you're going to be racking up those air miles. It's going to be great.
Well, let me tell you, man, that's one thing I want to do is, anybody listening to this, I mean, I know it's sketchy, it's shady for organizations that are up and coming like ours. to be asking people for money and for support, because you never really know, where's that cash going? Is it in their pockets? Did they get a pizza? Is he, what is he doing with that money?
Yeah.
So what we're looking for from people, what we're asking people for is air miles, is booking plane tickets.
Good call.
Is these tangible things that you can say, yes, I bought a plane ticket for this person, and I had their name, or I booked the plane for them, and I did my part. Because I know a lot of people are out there sitting on tons of air miles, or even just have the resources to fly people around. And I mean, hey, we're always looking for sponsors. We're always looking for partners, because we're looking to put on the best shows we can here.
Absolutely. All right. So one more time, TAW this weekend. What is the rest of the card look like, Des?
Oh man! So we have matches. We've got 3 main event matches coming up here. We have Jared, California. So Jared is one of the guys who he came up with us. He's awesome. I think he's a green belt in judo. He's a super technical athlete. He wanted to come in and learn pro wrestling. So he's going to be facing off against Ace Redmond Jr. So that's another one of the students versus the teacher matches we have there. We're going to have Inuvik's own Steve Barlick, our deputy mayor, our own medal-winning amateur wrestler.
Amazing.
From the age of 16 and up, has been going through amateur wrestling, and he's racked it up. He had his own team here in the region, so he's got 6 medals. This guy is massive. He's a huge dude, awesome guy. He's going to be facing my maniac. That's right. When you're bad like me, you don't come alone to a fight like this. So I brought friends. I got a buddy of mine that I brought all the way from the outback of Australia to come here to fight at Totally Arctic Wrestling. And they're going to be facing off against each other in our second match of the night. And, of course, what I think is the main event is the grudge match between me and Sugar, because I'm not calling him Mad Dog anymore, because he doesn't deserve that name. And I think it's like, honestly, our vet services here are so sparse, we don't have anybody in town. So, unfortunately, whatever happens on Saturday night, he's going to have to deal with back home in Kelowna. So I'm not really caring too much about that. And then we also have a big match planned. We have a surprise planned for everybody, too. So it's not just going to be the 3 matches. We've got something else planned. But, of course, we don't want to show all the cards right now.
Oh, man. We are so we're so jacked for you,
guys. This is what I want to tell all the cabin listeners here, all my bros in Yellowknife. Sip your Timmies and whatever else you guys do in the big city.
And eat your vitamins, brother.
Eat your vitamins, brother. Oh, my God.
Yeah, there you go. So people who are going to be online, people who can't be here live, this is a very important thing for everybody listening who is not going to be here live. Cabin radio. I'm looking directly at you boys.
We don't have any air miles.
We are doing it. So we are recording it. It's actually a taping tonight or tomorrow.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
we're going to be telling everybody, like, hey, let's get pumped up. We're taping. I've already edited the intro video. I'll be sending it to you guys right after this interview here, so you guys can get pumped up for that.
Oh, amazing!
Super awesome. We're going to be showing it, broadcasting it live not live, but it's going to be broadcast online Sunday night. So this Sunday, 7 p.m. on Facebook Watch. We're going to be advertising for it later today. We just didn't want to advertise to it too heavily because we wanted people to show up in person here in town.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing worse than telling these idiots in Inuvik, hey, you can watch it online. Don't have to come here live.
You don't have to leave your house.
Nobody will show up live.
Oh, my God.
You don't understand what the energy of a live show can be. I tell you, it's frustrating, man. You're trying to run a community here. You're trying to do these things for these people in this town. Nobody appreciates anything, and you're just wondering, like, why are we doing this? What's going on here? So please, support local wrestling.
Yes.
Support local wrestling.
Hashtag wrestle local. Dez, thank you so much for joining us this morning, man. We are so stoked for you. We're choked that we can't be there. If you do it again, I promise we will come out and do
Next
it.
show's in April. The next big show is in April. It's Jamboree season. It's going to be huge. Make sure you guys are here for that.
We'll build up those air miles.
Build up those air miles, and we'll have enough time to save some money to pay for one of those tickets. Awesome, man. Totally Arctic Wrestling Proving Ground tomorrow night in Inuvik, 7 to 9. Tickets $10. Ringside for $20. It's going to be an amazing show. Dez Loreen, thank you so much. Wade Blue, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Destro, the Eskimofo versus Mad Dog Marty Sugar.
Kids, ask your parents where kids come from. Yeah.
All right, man. Have yourself a good day. I know you're excited, and have an amazing show tomorrow, brother.
Break a table, guys.
Thank you so much, bro. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend.
Scenes on the cabin.
Well, load last.
Why didn't they plant the bomb in Trish's stove?
Think of all the needless suffering could have ended there.
I'm going to die in a toilet, aren't I?
Guys like you don't die in toilets. And you know what? I'm here, and I'm not planning on going anywhere soon. So
Let's do it.
on 3. Wait. Let me give it to the top. Okay, I'm just going to give you the on 3. Huh? What do you say?
Okay.
1, 2. Wait. What?
Do we do it on 3 or 1, 2, 3, then do it?
I mean, it's your ass, Coach Cheese. It's up to you.
My ass. Yeah. 3.
We go on 3? 1, 2, then 3. Okay. 1.
Martin.
I know.
I mean it, man.
I hear you. We're not going to die, all right? Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3!
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including the Monkey Tree Pub and Steak Restaurant, the Woodyard Brewhouse and Eatery, Flavor Trader, Copperhouse Eatery and Lounge, or Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Today's sponsor is the City of Yellowknife. And they are getting together with Northlands Utilities for the annual Holiday Lights competition. The contest launches today. Head to yellowknife.ca for more details. And we are joined by Special Events Coordinator for the City of Yellowknife, Dave Zethof. Dave, what's up, man?
How's it going? Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Holiday Lights competition. We know that Yellowknifers do it up very, very well. There's always some beautiful displays every year. And now it's and there's been a competition in the past, but it's changed a little this year. So
Yes.
what's up?
I've taken over. I've put my twist on it. This is the second year that I worked.
It's-
So a couple changes that we made.
Yeah.
First off, people get to register. We got a lot of feedback last year. People wanted to know where we go to register.
Yeah.
So you go online, yellowknife.ca/holidaylights.
Mm-hmm.
Just send me a quick email, holidaylights@yellowknife.ca.
Okay.
Ideally, send me a photo. That's going to get you more votes. And then we'll post it online for people to start voting in December.
Okay. And no categories this year, you said?
No
Is that-
categories.
No categories.
Yeah. Another thing last year, it was just far too complicated with these categories. And
Yeah.
somebody was really awesome, but the other person was just as awesome. And then,
Yeah.
categories made it too complicated.
Fair enough.
So we want people to vote freely.
So before it was like best business, best private home, best house that has water delivered to it, best house that's living off the grid, best houseboat, best generator house, stuff like that,
Exactly.
right? Yeah,
Too many.
Too much.
Best tiny home.
Best tiny home. That's right. Etienne Coutu just wins every year. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So no categories, and well, I mean, the only thing about that is that Adam Dental Clinic just has it over pretty much everybody. They have like the best display in the entire city every year. So I feel like they should get retired from this.
Well, maybe, they have to register. So maybe they.
That's right.
Maybe
won't
they'll miss
register.
out.
Maybe they'll miss out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was going to say, if you just wanted to disqualify them right now.
That's right.
Just
Sorry.
On the
get
air
it out
live.
there,
I actually
Dave.
didn't get your application.
Oh my goodness! It's just, I mean, yeah, you got a business versus a home. Could be a little unfair. That's all I'm saying. And they do such an amazing job every year. All right, so people have started to put it up. I saw a Christmas tree right in the middle of someone's window, November 1st.
Wow.
I think I was driving here in the morning after Halloween, or was I in that morning? I can't remember. It was like that day. It was a Christmas tree.
It was
right
this,
up there.
It was this
Boom.
morning, wasn't it?
It wasn't this morning.
No, it wasn't this
No,
morning.
it was
Okay.
November 1st.
Okay.
I did watch my first Christmas movie last night.
What'd you watch?
This Christmas?
That's terrible.
Netflix movie,
Ew.
Hallmark.
Cheeseville.
Ew.
Cheeseville.
Oh man, I've got so many friends that are into these Hallmark, and Hallmark is releasing like legitimately 404 movies this year. 404 Christmas movies that they've produced in the last 6 months, and they're all going to run just like back to back to back to back to back until probably next Christmas.
And Dave's going to watch them all.
Every one of them,
one after another.
No, but I mean, like I jest, but they made 60 movies or something for this
Good
year.
Lord.
60 Christmas movies.
Jeez.
It's disgusting.
Ugh.
Well, it's just like, it's Hallmark, right? So they're just like, let's make a movie for every card we've ever made. You know Yeah.
All right, let's stay focused. Stay
Okay.
focused.
So Holiday Lights Competition, Yellowknife.ca if you want to register for that, if you're planning on putting up a big old display. We were talking about this earlier, and Adam Dental Clinic, with Samba K Dental, Family Dental, they fired the first shot.
Mm-hmm.
They got their
it looks
inflatable
great
snowman
over
up there. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Probably registered already.
Are they
and-
registered, Dave?
Well, noon today is when you start registering.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
you do get prizes as well. They
Yes.
up the ante from $100 to $150.
All right.
Very
So
nice.
the top 5 winners will win $150 each from Northside Utilities.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're doing a draw for $100 for everybody that enters gets a chance to win.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, we should enter just for a chance. I don't think we're going to do anything. Just,
Put some stuff up in the window here. Yeah.
yeah, just like a curtain of lights right
There
here.
you go. Yeah.
It's more like a popularity contest now, anyways, right? You
Well,
enter,
exactly. Everything
people
is.
are voting for you.
Here we
So-
go. Hey, we're registered. Hey. Oh my goodness. Ollie just brought in a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've won on charm.
Yeah.
We've lost on effort.
Lost on effort. Well, if it's a popularity contest, I mean, we're not going to win.
We've still.
Okay. Also, speaking of popularity contests, the Santa Claus Parade is also coming up, and there are a few changes to that as well. Tell us about the Santa Claus Parade this year. I know. Okay, the one change makes a ton of sense because people were asking that the parade be rescheduled to earlier in the day so that the shops can remain open and there be a little bit of a spike in sales possibly. And we kind of argued that like at night. I mean, I don't know that anyone's staying around to shop, but you got some responses for it, and you changed some of the rules this year.
We're going to try.
All right.
Yeah, so this year I moved it to an hour earlier. It's gonna start at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
So that's easier for the local businesses to stay open
Yep.
a little bit longer. We do have a list of people that are staying open until 7. I'm going to be posting that online soon, and we'll also be handing out little postcard-sized handouts listing everything that's going on that night. We're going to have live music inside Center Square Mall and YK Center.
Nice.
All of the big floats, probably about 10 of them, are going to loop back up and park on Franklin Avenue for about a half an hour.
Nice.
So all the little ones can come up, take some photos, and come up nice and close to the cool lights. And yeah, it's just going to be a kind of cool addition to the parade.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really great idea. I like that idea.
Yeah,
Coming back up and so everybody can take pictures and check it out, climb all over them and fall, you know. I'm joking. Don't say that. Joke. The city's got liability.
That's why you get your insurance permits, all that covered.
So many people dropped out this year because of these insurance rules. No, that's awesome. That's a really great thing. I mean, and I know that's going to make a lot of people happy, and some businesses. I mean, I'm probably pretty stoked that people are going to be right downtown taking advantage of it. You got a list? You got any? Is it how many businesses you got?
I don't have that one in front of me.
Dave?
Probably, all the malls in Center Square.
Okay.
Most of the malls in YK Center. We
Yep.
also have for men only, for women only.
Nice.
Quality furniture. And there might be more.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That's great. And that's coming up next weekend, the 23rd, for the parade. When is the last day you can register for the lights competition?
December 8th.
December 8th?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
And then the voting's from December 9th to December 16th.
All right. And anybody can vote?
Anybody can vote.
Anybody?
It's going to be on this cool little map tool.
Yep.
So that'll be posted as frequently as I can update it, and you'll be able to use that as a kind of lights tour guide as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. I do love driving around looking at all the lights. So that's
Absolutely.
great. So get that map out, find out where all the best ones are, and vote or register at yellowknife.ca once you're going to get your plan in order. It starts today. You can register at noon at yellowknife.ca. Registration ends on December 8th. And like Dave said, voting from the 9th to the 16th. Dave, as always, thank you very much for joining us and letting us know what's going on with the special events in the city.
Thank
All
you.
right. Lights competition, Santa Claus Parade, next Saturday starting at 5 on the 23rd. Of course, Cabin Radio will be on the ground, boots on the ground, trying to get an interview with Santa. He has ducked us every year.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Earlier we, as we know, there's a ton of streaming services. There's a ton of streaming services. And obviously Netflix and Chill is
One more recently, I
a
heard.
very popular one. What's that?
A new streaming service. Disney.
Oh, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, okay.
So there, as we know, there's Netflix and Chill.
Yes.
And now there's Disney Plus and Thrust. So we thought of a few other ones.
Yes.
Okay. Now the first one, maybe put your earmuffs on your kids. This one the last three we came up with ourselves, but this one I did see somewhere else, and that's Hulu and Do You.
Hulu and Do You Want to Watch some great TV?
That's right. That's right. All
that's
of these
what
are
it's getting
wholesome.
at. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Disney Plus and thrust that tape into the VCR. And then you came up with one that I thought it's so wholesome and I love it because Amazon's got its service, right? Yeah. Amazon and Pajamazon. Aww!
Isn't that great?
It's so good. We're gonna have a
Snuggle in
sleepover. Oh my goodness!
Little Amazon
Get those
Prime.
PJs on. We're gonna watch Amazon. Oh,
kids, it's Amazon and Pajamazon.
So good. I'm sure there's something for Amazon Prime and something. Anyway, and then of course, another one that you came up with, another wholesome one.
Yep.
Because I came up with crave and deprave.
Yes.
Because I am a sick individual.
Mm-hmm.
You said crave and behave. I love it.
Which is great because it can be taken two ways. It could be wholesome, just crave and behave, or crave
Austin
and behave.
Yes. I have been waiting for us to start popping Austin Powers references into this show.
Yeah, baby.
That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the last Austin Powers references.
That's it. We're cut off.
Right.
And rightfully so.
I don't know. Austin Powers is played like as a character. Fat Bastard also played. I could hear Dr. Evil references forever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Forever.
Yeah.
So good. It's one of his most brilliant creations.
Yep.
Right up there with The Love Guru.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.